they're going to start off with Aikido Big Jojo. Do you have information about their current HPs? Have either one of them fought yet?
They have both fought, but they are both previous winners of their last games on Friday. So this will be their second match for both of them, and this will result in one of them having their first loss or even a tie.
Yes, it seems like KG is going for a kick, trying to possibly fracture elbow or get a lift, and we're going to have to see how Zerpy comes back. Oh, he went for the lift here, but I don't think it's nothing too dangerous yet. The lift doesn't seem to be too strong.
Yes, Zederpy has opened up like this before, and he loves to get his opponent off their balances as he brings them down at a later stage. I wonder how RKG, or Wreckage as most people call him, I myself as well, because RKG is basically Wreckage. Yeah. Did you know that?
Yeah, yeah. No, actually I didn't. I always like RKG. Well, that's an RKG. But yeah, anyways. It seems like the lift isn't too strong, so I guess they're just gonna go to the starting positions almost back, and let's see what the next turn brings.
Indeed, it looks like RKG is going to be landing sometime soon, and the battle for the grapple will keep going on as they try to dominate the opponent's position and try grab balance for RKG's point of view.
Yes, and it seems it continues on the same route. The lift is still in position, but it's not anything that's either one that should be worried about right now. I think what's going to happen is RKG is just gonna reaffirm his positioning and get his balance back.
Yes, definitely. It looks like Zederpyone is now getting a leg out there to assert his form here and maybe go for the push and try push RKG Wreckage out of the ring. But it looks like Wreckage might be planning a suplex of his own here and try throw Zederpyone right over him. Let's see how that plays out if he does go for that tactic.
Yes, I don't think Zederpyone here has enough momentum to go for that lift, the second lift, and so it seems. But at the same time, Wreckage here, I don't think he has a shot for suplex at this point. He's very tilted to the side, so getting the suplex can be very hard. Yes,
indeed. It looks like he's cancelled out his suplex move. He is now just going to push off on the edge of the ring there, probably not taking a risk for the tournament's sake. And now they're just going to be spinning around a bit towards the left, I believe it looks like, although the Ghost is never a true assertion on what's actually happening.
Yes, and it's very even at the moment. Wreckage here has a good position. Zerpyone's position isn't bad either, and they're almost even at the points. It seems like Wreckage is in a bit of a trouble here. If he can keep the grabs, I think he can save this, but he's in a bit of a pinch at the moment. I think he miscalculated the extent on his ankle. He thought he was going to push or something.
Indeed, I think he's going to be able to use his arms to bring himself back in the ring just like that. It looks like Zederpyone brought him down as well and trying to get in a tripod position, which is much safer for his sake as well. But RKG is now in a decent position to come back in with, well, anything, I believe, here. Let's see what Zederpyone decides to take this into.
Yes, that was very impressive actually from Wreckage. He reversed the tricky situation incredibly well and got almost on top of Zederpyone here. And now that the Zederpyone's right wrist here is fractured, he cannot push Wreckage out of the arena at the moment. So I think Wreckage has a slight advantage here since he's in the point lead as well.
Yes, definitely. It looks like... Oh! That is a very close call for Wreckage here. He looks like he could screw up that leg there if he does not time this and get this right. I believe he might attempt to go for the bringing the knee in to secure his thing, but it is a huge risk, and Zederpyone might be taking full advantage of this to try force him to get disqualified. Oh, wow.
No, actually that contract of the knee was exactly what I was thinking he would do, because he had his... not knee, contract of the ankle there. He had his ankle extended, which is very difficult it's a very difficult position to hold a tripod if your ankle is extended. So in there, he just contracted his ankle and regained the tripod there.
Yes, and it definitely looks like Wreckage has now actually taken a huge overtake in points here somehow. I don't think I noticed where that happened. They used to be on the fair game, and now Wreckage is in the lead of points by almost 13k, I believe. So this could go. This is
yes.
Oh, wow!
I did not expect that one.
That was.
I think he was counting on the points from the fractured wrist, but wow, that was unexpected. Well played, Zederpy.
Zederpyone put both his pecs inwards here as he pushed his Wreckage just a little bit to get out the ring there. That was an insane win on Zederpyone's side there. That was truly surprising. So that's 1 point for Zederpyone and 0 for Wreckage.
Yes, moving into Mushu, I think Wreckage wants to reclaim last loss there. I think he was safing too much at that point. He wasn't expecting anything, so
yes,
he
definitely.
Kind of let go. And both are starting with very, very defensive openers. We're just gonna have to see which one goes for the offense first.
Yes, definitely. It looks like they're in a very similar position right now.
Yes, it's exactly the same thing with the difference of grabs, but nothing else. So I'm very interested to see what the colors are.
Oh wow,
well, that was very anticlimactic.
That was very odd. Is Zederpyone looking like he's going for what you would look like a shovel type of push forward into his opponent move, whereas Wreckage is going for an all-out defensive move, I believe, this in Mushu. Yeah. Wow.
Yes. Derp is in a weird position. His head is wide open there, but he gets the grab. So at this point, Zederpyone is actually has a positional advantage since he can lower his arms and go for a kick, while RKG Wreckage here cannot really go for a kick. He can't get the momentum required for any dismemberment or any substantial damage.
And if he did try, Zederpyone would bring his other arm down and try go for the thing. And wow. That was a surprising decap.
Exactly.
That was wow.
Yes, I didn't expect the decap at all. I expected he lowered the hands, as I said, and for the kick. But that decap, though, that was
truly surprising. In one turn in Mushu, and wow, it looks like he may know this. I believe...
No, it's on the outside of his hand.
Yeah.
If it was on the inside, it could be saved, but since it's on the outside, it's going to be very difficult to save it.
Indeed. He may take a chance with his right leg, bringing that down and using his left arm to balance while bringing his right arm up, but this will be very tricky. Nope, he goes down for the loss.
Another dismembered seals the deal.
Indeed, definitely. So that's 2 points for Zederpyone. This is going horrible for Wreckage. Wow.
Yes, indeed. I don't. Wreckage really has to step up his game for judo frac and judo frac, not judo frac. I don't know what country's pronunciation that was supposed to be.
Definitely.
But he really has to step up his game, and I think at this point, Wreckage is really thinking what he should do now. Since when you're in a pinch in a clan war or in a duel, you really try to play in a different way you'd usually play. So he goes for the very safe grab at this point, not taking any risks.
But he does end up getting both wrists fractured. And Zederpyone does get a kick off of him and gets a 20k point lead about. And he's got his opponent up in the air yet again.
Yes, wrist fractures aren't the end of the world in judo frac, since low gravity and long frames, the finesse required to use wrists isn't really required in judo.
Absolutely.
So it seems like Wreckage here must try to get Zederpyone out of balance here. That's the only thing he can do at the moment. Or he can go for kicks, lowering his legs and contracting. No, he actually tries to go for a balance switch, but it kind of fails, fracturing his arm even more.
Yes, indeed. He has now lost all access to his left arm, excluding the pec, though. But his legs will be very close to the ground there. If Zederpyone manages to raise both of his arms, he could fling Wreckage right into the ground for the instant DQ. Let's see if that goes that way. Oh, no, he manages to save, and though it does not look like Wreckage can make anything from that, but he's still in a very tight position.
Yes, definitely. It's very easy to come back in judo from those hard-looking safe positions since the gravity is so low. But at the moment, Wreckage has his back turned on Derpy, which is horrible in almost in every mod. You never want to turn your back, but he manages actually to turn himself around, and well, while still not in a perfect position, he at least gets the right what's it called? Right shoulder from Derpy.
Yes, definitely. It looks like he's got that shoulder of his, but his arm is still destroyed, and he will be flailing about a lot. And he's bringing up his legs right now. Wreckage might be planning to go for a kick, I believe. Maybe try secure some points if it comes to it, and try stay alive while at it. JudoFrac does have plenty of match frames, so this could go on a while if you really wanted to.
Yes, definitely. The greatest JudoFrac matches when almost everything is fracked and you are like just a squid flailing around. But it seems neither of them goes for anything spectacular. Waiting for the opponent's mistake, which is kind of a common tactic when you're not very familiar with the mod. I can't believe that anything weird is going to happen. The only thing I can imagine is Wreckage trying to go for a kick again, but I kind of doubt it.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, both safing again.
Indeed, it looks like Zederpyone's just standing it out. Well, Wreckage, I think he might try bringing his leg for a kick, but I don't think it will be very helpful in this case.
Yes, it could do some damage, but the main thing is here that Wreckage really has to get the gap a smaller. Yes, he goes for something like that, but the damage gap is still over 20k. He has 300 frames, which is about 4 or 5 turns, if I calculate correctly. He has that time to get the damage back, so Zederpyone really doesn't have to actually do anything to win here.
Yes, dude, unless RKG goes for this type of move, which I was expecting, and he's going to try get Zederpyone out of his position here and try throw him into the ground for the DQ. Will he be able to get this? Zederpyone looks like he might be able to save this.
Yes, but he's also very fractured from the arms. He cannot lift his left arm, and his right elbow. Oh!
Yes, indeed.
Another surprise move for Zederpy.
Indeed. This is going horrible for Wreckage here, with Zederpy leading 3 points to 0 on Wreckage's side. That's absolutely insane. It appears that arm of Wreckage has just failed him in his most time of need.
Yes, never trust the ghost, it seems, again.
Definitely. In all mods, it seems. Okay, so...
I also love the third person, Wreckage saying, "Rip Red Wreckage," talking about himself in the third person. I also love that one.
Well, that's crazy. I wonder if he'll be able to make a comeback in this game. If he does manage to die, he will be losing his spot in the games, and he will be dying in the games, actually. And he'll be the first one to die in the games if he does lose this match.
Yes, Wreckage going for that same weird opener that I've seen before, and Derpy going for the extremely safe clap opener that is good in almost every mod in the game, since it's so defensive and it's really hard to get by those hands. With some lag here, we're going to see what's going to happen next.
Yes, definitely. So it looks like the same type of opening matchup the last battle had, indeed. Although Wreckage doesn't seem to be kicking up as eagerly as the player before.
Yes, and Wreckage is actually in a difficult position here, since Derpy doesn't leave much openings for kicks here. It's really hard to go for a kick at this point from RKG's position.
I think he might still try it either way. Though Zederpyone seems to be Zederpyone seems to be lowering his arms to counter defense that I believe he will do. Let's see if he does go for it. This is really exciting.
Yes, the long just keep the what's the word for this?
Anticipation.
Yes, suspense was the word I was looking for. The ping suspense is real. But yeah, the only thing at this moment that RKG Wreckage can really do is he can try to kick the elbows or the knees he cannot go for the body since it's very out of reach, since the hands are grabbing and extended and the knees are in front of his body. So the damage can go either way.
Yes, definitely.
I have no idea yet.
I'm waiting for something to happen, but nothing seems to be happening at all at this moment. Wow. Okay, let's...
well, that was, again, very anticlimactic for the wait. I was expecting something, instead neither of them do a lot.
It seems Wreckage has faked a kick and made Zederpyone grab his own knee, as now he has kicked out, and Zederpyone seems to have... I think he's relaxed all. It doesn't look like he's lost any joints, or am I wrong?
Yes. It doesn't look like he's lost anything. He just relaxed all, which is quite... was that a misclick, or something? I've got no idea. But it was nice play from Wreckage, nice mind games, and wait for the kick. Even though it doesn't have much power, it was still a nice tactic to actually wait for the kick. But Zederpyone gets the grab from the leg and has the point hold at the moment.
Indeed, although that could change very quickly in this mod. It looks like Wreckage might be putting too much strain on his hands if he decides to raise them for a lot longer period, because that can lead to him snapping one of his hands off. And it appears Wreckage has somehow made Zederpyone fall on his back here, and it looks like he might be falling really hard. Hopefully his head will be able to stay on, or it will fall off, hopefully, as well.
Yes, I think it's going to stay on. Even with 100 dismemberment threshold, that fall wasn't enough to break his head. I question Wreckage's decisions to extend all his hands. That could cost him an ankle or... Oh, what? A split?
Wow. That was...
This game has been very unpredictable, I have to say.
Definitely. It looks like this is going in points in favor of Wreckage for the first time in this battle. It looks like Zederpyone might be in a really tough position to come back.
Yes, I have, again, a hard time believing he can come back. He has no weight in his body anymore. In mods where you have to do damage and dismember the other person, it's really hard to come back from split since none of your attacks do any damage, and he loses control of his body, self-decapping.
Yes, indeed.
Well,
and his legs flailing out the ring for the instant DQ. Eventually, I believe it should be landing here. I don't think he'll be saving this from that position or making any comebacks anytime soon without access of, well, basically only has one arm and without a hand.
Yes, that's going to be quite difficult. Back from here, and he's going to disconnect turn. So, Wreckage not losing for 0 and remaining in the game for now.
Yes, indeed. This is a 3-1 battle, and Zederpyone has still taken the win, leaving Wreckage with 5 HP, and Zederpyone with 2 wins in the games, and no losses yet. So that makes him the current leading battle winner in the games.